Hello students, in our last class we have completed the theory portion of the chapter current electricity. Next we will move on to the problems. From this chapter there will be a definite 5-mark problem. So one problem will be asked from this chapter in every question paper. I will read out the first problem. 100 milligram mass of nichrometal is drawn into a wire of area 0.05 millimeter square. Calculate the resistance of this wire given that density of nichrome is 8.4 into 10 to the power of 3 kg per meter cube and resistivity of the material as 1.2 into 10 power minus 6 ohm meter. So this is the problem. First let us write the given things. So solution. They have given that a nichrometal is having area of cross section equal to 0.05 millimeter square. Next, density of the metal is given. The density is given as 8.4 into 10 to the power of 3 kg per meter cube. Next, resistivity is given. Resistivity is given as 1.2 into 10 power minus 6 ohm meter. 1.2 into 10 power minus 6 ohm meter. And mass of the metal is also given. Mass is equal to 100 milligram. These are the given things. First we should write all these quantities in SI units. Area of cross section is 0.05 millimeter square. Millimeter square should be converted into meter square. So that I will multiply 0.05 into 10 power minus 6 meter square. So millimeter square to meter square can be converted by multiplying 10 power minus 6. Next, this one, density is given as 8.4 into 10 power 3. So this is already in SI unit, and this one is also in SI unit. And mass is 100 milligram. So we should convert this into kg. So 100 into 10 power minus 6 kg. So milligram to kg. We should multiply 10 power minus 6. So these are the given things. They have asked you to calculate the resistance of the wire. We should find out the resistance of the wire. We know the equation for resistance. We know that resistance is equal to rho into L divided by A. Rho is the resistivity of the wire, A is the area of cross section, and this L is the length of the wire. In the given things, length is not given. So we should find out the length of the wire first. How do you find out the length? They have given mass and area of cross section. So using this, we can find out the length of the wire. We know that density is equal to mass by volume. So this is m divided by, I will write volume as area into length. Area of cross section of the wire into length. So this gives the volume of the wire. Therefore density D is equal to m divided by A into L. So that L can be written as, I will take this D to the denominator, m divided by A into D. So we can write the length of the wire as m divided by A into D, where m is mass of the wire, A is area of cross section, and D is the density. Let me substitute the value of L here. So that R equals rho into, instead of L I can write m divided by A into D. M divided by A into D. This divided by area of cross section A. Now further simplification of this, R equals rho into M divided by, this A and D comes to denominator, A into A is A square into D. Now let us substitute the values of this. R equals rho. Rho is 1.2 into 10 power minus 6 into M is mass. Mass is 100 into 10 power minus 6 divided by A square. A square is 0.05 into 10 power minus 6 the whole square. This into D. Density is 8.4 into 10 power 3. Further simplification of this, 1.2 into 100, this into 10 power minus 6 into 10 power minus 6 is 10 power minus 12 divided by, here we have 0.05 square, 0.05 square into 10 power minus 6 square is 10 power minus 12. So this into 8.4 into 10 power 3. Now you can cancel 10 power minus 12 and 10 power minus 12. If you simplify this, what you will get is 5710 into this 10 power 3 comes to numerator. This becomes 10 power minus 3. Now 5710 into 10 power minus 3. So if you simplify this, you will get 5.71 ohm. So this is the value of resistance we got. R is equal to 5.71 ohm. The next problem is 3 resistors of resistances 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 4 ohm are combined in series. What is the total resistance of the combination? This is the first part of the problem. And next, if this combination is connected to a battery of EMF 10 volt and negligible internal resistance, obtain the potential drop across each resistor. They are given 3 resistors. Let us write them as R1, that is equal to 2 ohm, R2 which is equal to 3 ohm, and R3 equal to 4 ohm. In the first part of the problem, they are saying that the 3 resistors of these resistances are connected in series. They are combined in series like this, R1, R2 and R3. We should find what is the total resistance of the combination. When the resistors are in series, the effective resistance Rs can be written as sum of the individual resistances. Therefore, Rs can be written as R1 plus R2 plus R3. R1 plus R2 plus R3. R1 is equal to 2 ohm, R2 is equal to 3 ohm, R3 is equal to 4 ohm. Let us substitute them. R1 is 2 plus R2 is 3 plus R3 is 4. So if you add this, you will get 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 4 9. So Rs is equal to 9 ohm. This is the total resistance of the combination or effective resistance. Now we'll move to the second part of this problem. Now they are saying that these resistors are connected to a source or a cell of EMF 10 volt and negligible internal resistance. EMF is equal to 10 volt and negligible internal resistance means R should be considered as 0 here. Now we should obtain what are the values of potential across each resistors, V1, V2 and V3. To calculate this V1, V2, V3, we need to find what is the current flowing through the resistor. In series combination of resistors, same current I flows through all the resistors. First, let us find out the current. We know the equation for current I, that can be written as E divided by R plus R. Current through the cell or current through the external resistance, that can be written as I is equal to E divided by R plus R. So they have given that EMF is 10 volt, this is 10 divided by, this is written as Rs. The external resistance is having 3 resistors in series. Therefore, this should be written as Rs. Rs is equal to, we have find out what is the value of Rs, that is equal to 9 ohm plus this R is equal to 0. So that current can be written as 10 by 9 ampere. So the value of current is 10 by 9 ampere. Now we should find what is the potential difference across the first resistor. How to find out that? We have a formula. I will write I is equal to 10 by 9 ampere. Now potential difference across R1 by using Ohm's law, V1 is equal to I into R1 because current I flows through this resistor as well as these two resistors. Therefore V1 can be written as I into R1. I is 10 by 9 into R1 is 2. R1 is 2. So if you do this calculation, you will get V1 is equal to 2.22 recurrence, and I will write this as 2.22 volt. So V1 is equal to 2.22 volt. Similarly, let us find out potential difference across R2. V2 equals current I into resistor R2. So I into R2, I is 10 by 9 into R2 is 3 here, and if you do this you will get 3.33 volt. 3.33 volt. So V2 is equal to 3.33 volt. So we get V1 and V2. Now let us find out V3. Potential difference across the resistor R3. This will be V3 is equal to I into R3. So 10 by 9 into that resistor is 4 ohm. So that V3 equals 4.44 volt. 4.44 volt. So this is the required values V1, V2 and V3. V1 is equal to 2.22 volt, V2 is equal to 3.33 volt and V3 is equal to 4.44 volt. Next we will move on to the next problem. Three resistors 4 ohm, 6 ohm and 8 ohm are combined in parallel. What is the total resistance of the combination? That is the first part of the problem. Next, if the combination is connected to a battery of EMF 25 volt and negligible internal resistance, determine the current through each resistor and total current drawn from the battery. Let us write the given things. They have given that there are three resistors having the values of resistances as 4 ohm, 6 ohm and 8 ohm. 4 ohm, 6 ohm and 8 ohm. The first part of the problem, they are saying that these three resistors are connected in parallel. They are connected in parallel. Let us combine the three resistors in parallel like this. R1, R2 and R3. These are connected in parallel like this. First, we should find what is the total resistance. When the resistors are in parallel, effective resistance we have three resistors here, therefore I will write formula as 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Let us substitute the values of R1, R2 and R3 now. 1 by Rp equals 1 by R1. R1 is 4. So 1 by 4 plus R2 is 6. Therefore it is 1 by 6 plus 1 by 8. Now the value of 1 by 4 is 0.25 plus 1 by 6 is 0.16 recurrence. So I will write that as 0.167 plus this is 0.125. Therefore, 1 by Rp is equal to, this will be 0.542. If I want this Rp, I will take the reciprocal of this, so that Rp will be equal to 1.85. This will be 1.85 ohm. So the total resistance or effective resistance can be written as 1.85. That can be found as 1.85 ohm. You can do this by another method by taking LCM of these. But you can do this one also. Rp is equal to 1.85 ohm. We will get 1.85 ohm as total resistance. Now we will move on to the next part of this problem, part B. In the part B, what they have asked is, if the combination is connected to a battery of EMF 25 volt and negligible internal resistance, determine the current through each resistor and total current drawn from the battery. Yes. This combination is connected to a battery of EMF E is equal to 25 volt and negligible internal resistance, that is R is equal to 0. We should find what is the current through each resistor. Here the main current flowing through the resistors is, this is I. Now at this junction current is going to split into I1, I2 and I3. So we should find what are the values of I1, I2 and I3. For finding this I1, we know that the potential across each resistor should remain constant for the parallel combination. So V is constant, therefore we can write from Ohm's law I1, the current through the first resistor is I1 is equal to V by R1. This is V by R1. Since internal resistance is equal to 0, value of EMF will be equal to the terminal potential difference. This EMF will be equal to the terminal potential difference. Therefore, V is equal to 25 volt. Now I will write V as 25 volt divided by resistance R1. The value of R1 is 4. So 25 by 4. Therefore, I1 is equal to 6.25 ampere. So we get the value of I1 as 6.25 ampere. Similarly for I2, current through the second resistor. I2 equal to V by R2. V is again 25 because potential drop across the second resistor is also same, that is equal to V, and R2 is equal to 6 ohm. Therefore I2 will be, this is 4.17 ampere. So we get I2 is equal to 4.17 ampere. Now I3, current through the third resistor. So V by R3. V is again 25 divided by R3 is 8, 25 by 8. So I3 is equal to 3.125 ampere. So we got the values of currents through each resistor I1, I2 and I3. And they have also asked for total current I. Total current I. Total current I can be written as I1 plus I2 plus I3. So you can simply add all the currents I1, I2 and I3 to get the value of I. I will write it here. I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. The total current I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. I1 is equal to this much, 6.25 plus I2 is 4.17 plus that is 3.125. Therefore, total current I is equal to 13.54 ampere. So the total current I is equal to 13.54 ampere. This is the second part of the problem. We got the values of I1, I2 and I3. Finally, the main current is sum of all those currents. Next, we'll move on to the next problem. Three resistors, 3 ohm, 4 ohm and 12 ohm are connected in parallel. What is the effective resistance of the combination? The second part of the problem is, if the combination is connected to a battery of EMF 6 volt and internal resistance 0.5 ohm, find the current drawn from the battery and terminal potential difference across the battery. Okay. The first part of the problem is given as the three resistors 3 ohm, 4 ohm and 12 ohm are connected in parallel. Let us write them. R1 is equal to 3 ohm, R2 is equal to 4 ohm and R3 is equal to 12 ohm. So they are combined in parallel. This is R1, R2 and R3. What is the effective resistance of this combination? So let us write the total resistance. Total resistance can be written as 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. 1 by Rp is equal to, this is R1 is 3, 1 by 3 plus, this is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 12. Now let us take 12 as LCM. 12 and this will be 4 plus 3 plus 1. 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 1 is 8. So 8 by 12. Therefore 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by Rp is equal to 8 by 12, or Rp can be written as 12 by 8. 12 by 8 is equal to 1.5 ohm. So the total resistance or effective resistance of the combination will be 1.5 ohm. Next, the second part of the problem, if the combination is connected to a battery of EMF 6 volt and internal resistance 0.5 ohm, find the current drawn from the battery and terminal potential difference across the battery. This combination is now connected to a cell of EMF 6 volt and internal resistance of 0.5 ohm. Now what we should find here is, what is the terminal potential difference across this cell as well as the current through the cell. We know that expression for current through the cell, expression for current through the cell is E divided by R plus R. Expression for current through the cell is E divided by R plus R, where this R is the total resistance of the external resistor. So we have three resistors in parallel here, therefore I should write this R as Rp. Now let us substitute the things. I is equal to EMF of the cell is given as 6 volt and Rp, the value of Rp is find out, that will be 1.5. The value of Rp is 1.5. I will write it here. Rp is equal to 1.5 ohm. And this small r, the internal resistance is equal to 0.5 ohm. So this is 0.5 ohm. Therefore I is equal to 6 divided by 1.5 plus 5 is 2. Therefore 6 by 2 is equal to 3. So 3 ampere. The current through the cell or current through the external resistor, that will be equal to 3 ampere. Now we should find the terminal potential difference across the battery. The equation for terminal potential difference, V equals E minus of I into small r. This R is the internal resistance. Therefore V is equal to EMF is 6 minus I is 3 ampere into internal resistance is 0.5. Therefore V is equal to 6 minus 3 into 0.5 is 1.5. Therefore 6 minus 1.5 is 4.5 volt. So we get the value of terminal potential difference as V is equal to 4.5 volt. So we can do this terminal potential difference by another method, a simpler method. Resistance, this is a total resistance Rp. Terminal potential difference across this combination is also equal to I into Rp. Terminal potential difference across the combination or through the cell, across the cell, that can be also written as I into Rp. So if I is equal to 3 ampere and Rp is known, it is equal to 1.5. So 3 into 1.5 is equal to 4.5 ohms. So you can do by this method as well as this method. We'll move on to the next one now. Two cells of EMF 2 volt and 4 volt and internal resistances 1 ohm and 2 ohm respectively are connected in parallel so as to send the current in the same direction through an external resistance of 10 ohm. Find the potential difference across the 10 ohm resistor. Here they have given that the two cells are connected in parallel so as to send the current through the external resistor. So let us combine the two cells in parallel now. These are the two cells which are combined in parallel. We'll say this is EMF, this cell is having EMF of E1 and internal resistance as R1. This is E2 and R2. The two cells are combined in parallel and it is connected with an external resistor of resistance 10 ohm. R is equal to 10 ohm. So that the current is sent. This is I1 and I2. The currents flowing through the two cells are I1 and I2. Finally, current of I flows from this positive terminal to the negative terminal of the cells. We can write this cell, the combination of these two cells, will be having an equivalent EMF of E equivalent and equivalent internal resistance as R equivalent and a same 10 ohm resistor is connected externally. So we have replaced the two cells, the combination of these two cells by a single cell having an EMF of E equivalent and internal resistance as R equivalent. And they have given the values of E1, E2, R1 and R2. Let us write them. E1 is equal to 2 volt and E2 is equal to 4 volt. E1 is equal to 2 volt and E2 is equal to 4 volt. Also R1 and R2 are given. R1 is 1 ohm and R1 is 1 ohm and R2 is 2 ohm. When the cells are in parallel, the equivalent EMF becomes, when cells are in parallel, equivalent EMF is equal to, E equivalent is equal to, we have learned that it is E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Let's substitute the things. E1 is 2 volt into R2 is 2 ohm plus E2 is 4 volt into R1 is 1 ohm. This is 1 divided by R1 plus R2. This is 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2. So what we'll get is 2 into 2 4. 4 into 1 4. 4 plus 4 divided by 4 plus 4 divided by 3. So we'll get 8 by 3. Therefore equivalent EMF is equal to 8 by 3 volt. And let us calculate the equivalent internal resistance also. Equivalent internal resistance is R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. R1 into R2. This is 1 into 2 divided by R1 plus R2. 1 plus 2. Therefore this is 2 by 3. So we got the values of equivalent EMF as well as equivalent internal resistance of this cell. Now what we need to find out is what is the potential difference across the 10 ohm resistor. R equivalent is 2 by 3 ohm. The unit of resistance is ohm. Now let us find out the potential difference across the 10 ohm resistor. I will write what are the values we got. E equivalent is equal to 8 by 3 volt and R equivalent is equal to 2 by 3 ohm. So we should find the potential difference across the 10 ohm resistor. Let us find out the potential difference across this. Potential difference V is equal to I into R. Expression for current through the cell is E divided by R plus R, but I should write this E as E equivalent and this as R equivalent. I know the values of R equivalent, E equivalent and R equivalent by these values. Let us substitute them. E equivalent is 8 by 3. 8 by 3 divided by this R is 10 ohm plus R equivalent is 2 by 3. Now further simplify this. This is 8 by 3 divided by, we'll take LCM here, so 3 is multiplied here, therefore 30 plus 2 divided by 3. So we can cancel this 3 and 3. So V is equal to 8 divided by 32. And I should multiply R, the value of R is 10. So 10 is multiplied, the value of resistance is 10, that should be multiplied here. Therefore this is into 10, 8 by 32 into 10. So if I multiply this, and what I will get is V is equal to 2.5 volt. V is equal to 2.5 volt. Right. We'll move on to the next one. Two resistors are connected in series with 5 volt battery of negligible internal resistance. A current of 2 ampere flows through each resistor. If they are connected in parallel with the same battery, a current of 25 by 3 ampere flows through the combination. Calculate the value of each resistance. In this problem, again there are two cases. In the first case, what they have done is, the two resistors, let us write that R1 and R2. The values of resistance are R1 and R2. This is connected to a cell having an EMF of 5 volt and negligible internal resistance. R is equal to 0. So in this case, current flowing through each resistor IS is equal to 2 ampere. I will write the subscript as S because this is the current when the resistors are connected in series. IS refers to current through the resistors when the resistors are connected in series. Now from the expression of current, we can write this IS as E divided by R plus R. This is RS. RS means resistors in series. So this is 2 ampere. This is given as 2 ampere. And EMF of a cell is 5 volt. This is 5 divided by, I don't know the value of these resistors. So that has to be found in this problem. Let us write R1 plus R2 because the resistors are in series. This RS becomes R1 plus R2. And the value of internal resistance is equal to 0. Therefore, I need not to write that. Now, I will write this R1 plus R2. R1 plus R2 is equal to 5. This 2 comes to denominator, therefore 5 by 2. So, I will write this as equation number 1. R1 plus R2 is equal to 5 by 2. I will write that as equation number 1. Now, in the second case, what they have done is, the same resistors R1 and R2 are combined in parallel. They are combined in parallel. This is R1 and this is R2. They are combined in parallel and they are connected across the same cell. So that this is equal to 5 volt and R is equal to 0. Now in this case, the current flowing through the resistors, so this will be different. I is equal to the main current I will write that as IP. IP refers to current when the resistors are in parallel. So IP, the equation for IP is now written as E divided by RP plus small r. Current through the cell when the resistors are in parallel. Therefore, this is given as 25 by 3. The value of current when the resistors are in parallel is given as 25 by 3. Therefore, IP is equal to 25 by 3. EMF is same, that is equal to 5. And RP can be written as resistors. When the resistors are in parallel, the effective resistance is R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. And again plus R, this R is equal to 0. We know that already. Now let us cancel this. This is 5 and 1. We get 5 by 3 equals R1 plus R2 goes to numerator. R1 plus R2 divided by R1 into R2. From the equation 1, I know the value of R1 plus R2. I know the value of this R1 plus R2. Let us substitute that. So 5 by 3 equals R1 plus R2 is equal to 5 by 2. This is 5 by 2 divided by R1 into R2. Again I will cancel this 5 and 5, and here 2 is multiplied to the denominator, and if I substitute or if I write the value of R1 into R2, R1 into R2, that will be equal to 3 goes to numerator and 2 is in the denominator. Therefore R1 into R2 is equal to 3 by 2, and call that as equation 2. So now what we have got is the value of R1 plus R2 as 5 by 2 and value of R1 into R2 as 3 by 2. Now we have a formula from high school mathematics. A minus B the whole square equals A plus B the whole square minus of 4AB. This is the formula we know from mathematics. Let us write instead of A and B, R1 and R2. This is A minus B whole square is equal to A plus B whole square into minus of 4AB. Let us write instead of A, R1 minus R2 the whole square equals, this will be R1 plus R2 the whole square minus 4 into R1 R2. I know the value of R1 plus R2 and R1 R2. Let us substitute them. R1 plus R2 is, this is 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 the whole square minus 4 into R1 into R2. R1 into R2 is 3 by 2. So this is 3 by 2. And this becomes 25 by 4 minus, I will cancel this, 2. So 2 into 3 is 6. Now 25 minus 4 into 6 is 24 whole divided by 4. Therefore 1 by 4. R1 minus R2 the whole square is equal to 1 by 4, or R1 minus R2 will be 1 by 2. Now I know what is R1 plus R2 and I know what is R1 minus R2. So using this we should find what are the values of R1 and R2. R1 plus R2 equal to 5 by 2. R1 minus R2 is equal to 1 by 2. If I add these two, let us add these two. R1 plus R1 is equal to 2R1. R2 minus R2 will be cancelled out. So 5 by 2 plus 1 by 2. 5 by 2 plus 1 by 2. 2R1 is equal to 5 by 2 plus 1 by 2. If I take 1 by 2 common, so we will get 5 plus 1. Therefore this will be 6 by 2. So R1 is equal to 6 by, if I take this to the denominator, we get 6 by 4. R is equal to 3 by 2. We can write that as 1.5. And R1 is equal to 1.5 ohm. We get the value of R1 as 1.5 ohm. Similarly, if I want to find R2, let us substitute in this equation. If I want R2, R1 plus R2 is equal to 5 by 2. I know the value of R1. R1 is equal to 1.5 plus R2 is equal to 5 by 2. 5 by 2, I will write that as 2.5. So R2 equals 2.5 minus 1.5. Therefore, this will be 1 ohm. So I got the value of R2. So this kind of problem will be asked both in resistors as well as in capacitors. So you should remember how to find out the values of individual resistors when the current is given. Right. Up to now, we have learned some of the problems regarding current electricity chapter, and the problems in this chapter will be a sure shot questions, because in every question paper you can find in the question number 34, the problems will be always from the current electricity chapter. Therefore, you should learn this chapter very correctly in order to make your scores better. Thank you.